bus pull up, and it's just and they're just running at us, and it's like, oh God, take over! And it's like, soda, please! Oh, they soda, and they all want soda within. Okay, and you're pouring, and the other ones come around, and people are throwing shit at you. It's like chaos. They kicked over one of our sprinklers, and it was just shooting up fucking water. Chaos. They're fucking chaos. And not one parent, not one, does anything about it.
Of course.
And
why would they?
They just go, sir, your sprinkler's broken. And all the kids are like jumping at it. It's like the middle of summer, and they're like in their nice clothes. They're just fuck it. They're just jumping. Woo, soda, more soda. And then they took their plastic cups, and they were cracking them and breaking them into pieces in the grass just to do it. So I had to go at the end of the night and pick up like
plastic shards.
I felt like I was at an IWA show at the end of the night, and I never had to do that, but I felt like I was that guy picking up shards of glass from the floor, shard at a time, by the thousands. Their music is what you think their music would be.
Justin Bieber.
No, more just like, Flow Rider, Call Me Baby, whatever. If we went to top 5 Billboard right now, whatever that is, period.
So, okay, Black Wedding.
These are interesting. Now, everything you hear stereotype about black people, and I've done record release parties.
Okay.
I've done weddings. I've done birthdays, and I've done multiple ones. I've also did like a guy's retirement party, all black people. So I'm not being racist here, guys. I'm sharing stories with you from being the guy in the room. Everything you hear about them being cheap, across the board, true. I mean, there's not a party I've done where at the end of it I was like, that's a false stereotype. They tip the shit out of us. They don't tip. They don't tip. They like
is it something where they don't even know to tip?
I always hand, like, I have a tip jar. You have to walk around the tip jar to get to me, and I always hand it over the tip jar.
Of course,
too,
it's a good move.
Yeah, and we always have $1 caped over the deal, right? They look at it. They look at me. They look down at it. They look back at the white guy, and they like, nah. But they all do it, and they do it in round. And then it's always, you can't do enough.
Of course,
you can't do enough. It's, can I have more ice in this? Sure. Over the tip jar again. They look at it, look back here, they laugh. No. Okay. Then they walk up. So-and-so has lemon water. I want lemon water. What's lemon? We don't have any lemon water. It tastes like lemons in it. I don't. Okay, I'll give you some. I literally poured. I turned my back. I poured some water. I go, lemon water. She goes, thank you, and walks the fuck away. It's not. There's no lemon in it.
Lemon in it? No.
I don't have any. I have limes. I'm a bar. I'm a fucking bar. You know what I'm saying?
So there's not even lemons there.
We're a very dumbed down. There's top shelf liquor, but there's 7 types. Right. And it's just stuff. We can make Manhattans and shit. I can make, any of that. But come on, man. Lemon water? You mean lemonade? Would you like lemonade, man? You know what I mean? It's just silly. But the stereotypes of them doing that is very true. And some of them are kind of stupid. The conversations that I hear about politics and about the world around them when they're sitting by this bar is shocking. It's shocking, dude.
I'll bet.
The one girl goes, who the vice president? Who he is? Who? What his name? And the guy goes, oh shit, I don't know. Hey Joe, hey man, who's the vice president of the United States? I don't fucking know, man. And I'm in the city of Chicago. I'm not like in some backwoods. Right. I'm in the West Loop. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a lot of that, man. But I'll tell you one thing that's really cool. When they get down and the music starts, it's awesome.
Yeah.
They party.
They know how to party.
And it's fun, and the music's fun, and the people are fun. From the 75-year-old guy down to the 3-year-old girl are all dancing. And the mood's set, and the party's happening, and everything's fun. But they're kind of rude, and they're kind of snooty because we're white. And I feel that.
Sure.
I feel what they feel in other environments. They give back when they're all... It's like when you're on Juggalos. It's the same concept when you're on a bunch of Juggalos, and then they get in a group, they treat everybody else like shit because you're not a Juggalo.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Did you hear Teach Me How to Dougie a lot?
Actually, no. They're past that.
They're past that
Yeah,
now?
it's the I got a new dance. It goes like this. You know,
I've never heard it, but no.
Cupid Shuffle is one of them. That might be the Cupid Shuffle. Yeah, yeah. They like that one.
Are you hearing a lot of Gangnam Style too?
What's that?
That new song from that Korean guy. Have you heard it? It's like
Psy. Is his name Psy?
Yes.
Okay. No, but somebody was playing it on their phone and marking. One of the waitresses was marking out how great it was, and I walked by and took one look at it, and I went, Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it now.
It's
like William Hung from
by the way,
American Idol.
500 million views on YouTube. 500 million.
You know, seriously, man. South Park spoofed Honey Boo Boo that we told you about. They spoofed the Honey Boo Boo show, and the overall end message of there's always like a message at the end of South Park. There's like a
right,
how to fix something. Okay,
sure.
And they literally, the idea about the show was they were watching Cartman, who was Fatty Poo Poo, fight Honey Boo Boo in this sketty mess on the ground, and they left the fight going, why are we doing this? At what point are we going to turn right and not put these fucking things over anymore? And in reality, this is a fad.
Right.
This is a fad. Now, will it last a long time? It might.
Oh no. This guy's got 15 minutes.
Not him. I'm saying where we put over people like this guy or Honey Boo Boo, where we go. Did you see this great thing with this retarded girl? She's not retarded, but she's retarded, and her fat mom, who's a coupon clipper. Did you watch that this week? You should be embarrassed asking me that question.
Yeah,
you shouldn't put it over.
That's true.
And like I said, I watch a lot of reality TV, man. But there's stuff that I look at and I just go, what?
Yeah.
Why? What? Because they say funny words.
Yeah.
You're laughing at a retard.
Yeah,
what's the difference? You know what I mean? And this Psy guy, this Asian guy, just that dances,
dude.
What?
It's not even that. It's just the beat is kind of catchy. Should we? I mean, we're talking about it. Why don't we? Can we give it a listen?
I don't know if my computer plays that kind of stuff. I mean, I could look.
I mean, let's see. I mean, maybe we're wrong. Let's listen.
500 million people would argue with us that this guy's the shit, and we're not.
Right. Everyone is playing this. It's even reached Howard Stern, by the way. Like today was he put it over finally. Like, I heard this song and it's fucking great. So now he's on the bandwagon.
Oh, and he likes it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh. I hate it already.
Yeah, it is not my style of music.
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Most of the song is in Korean, and then the chorus is in Come on, it's catchy.
Oh, it's very catchy, and then you realize he's not speaking English. I gotta tune out. I like the new remix.
That forced one's the best.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get why. Like, look at his asshole.
Yeah, and apparently he speaks like 4 different languages. He's
I don't
like a
care.
super intelligent guy.
I don't give a fuck.
But it's just that easy, man. You just make up some bullshit and dance around and with some lights.
Who was he before this? Was this an accident? Like he put a YouTube video out and then he blew up, or was it a real singer?
From what I understand, he's like he's just a rich guy who decided he could sing and he wanted to make this video. And I guess the lyrics he's kind of making fun of himself. I guess that this is almost like a parody, if you will. This is not really who he is, but it's some sort of like persona he's putting on, kind of thing.
It looks like the halftime show at a New Japan wrestling show. What they do in the ring, it looks just like it.
Yeah. It's like that BXB Hulk. He has all those dancers that come out with him.
Yes.
So.
When will Steve Voss use this as ring music?
As soon as Shawn Michaels does.
So I was at Great America with Brandon a few weeks ago, and that one song came on was what's that song about being sexy, and I know it.
Yeah, the LMFAO.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah, that's the indie song of the year, and I'm like, it doesn't like what about that as a wrestling? Like,
yeah, the the porn stash and his buddy used it, and it was great. It was a great entrance. It worked.
Do you want to know who else uses it?
Yeah. Who?
Steve Boz.
Really?
That's where I was going with it. You know, when you see it, every city has that guy doing it. And I also understand those guys doing it, but in a sense, that's cheap. It's just like you can't come over with that like you know, when Mad Mark and them used girls on film, it was cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't cool because I was around at that time. It's when you use like a new song that's on the radio now for your ring music, it sucks.
Dude, Chucky Smooth, we should play. We should pull the clip of Chucky Smooth cutting that promo on Ryan Cruz about
that was at MAW, right?
No, that was at an IWA Mid-South show in Midlow.
Talk for a minute. Let me.
Yeah, so Chucky Smooth.
Tell the story.
Chucky Smooth cuts the greatest promos in the history of professional wrestling, and he had been gone for a long time. And then he came back and wrestled Ryan Cruz in a singles match in Midlothian, and he came out after Ryan Cruz and proceeded to cut one of the greatest promos. And I know it's on YouTube; it's just a matter of finding it, or unless somebody's taken it down since. But it was.
Yeah, and he talks about your favorite ring, like your ring music, like you drive in your car,
right? Yeah, and that was the punchline. It's like, oh man, I heard this song on the car, and this would be great for entrance music, man.
Yeah, Chucky Smooth is great, man. He's one of those guys that resurfaces from time to time.
He shows up on Kurt's shows every once in a while because Kurt talks to him like once a week somehow.
Really?
Yeah, and so does Larry talks to him. Like
I saw him at Larry's gym.
So crazy.
I walked in, he stands like, I'm healthy, I'm not doing drugs. I'm like, well, are you still the same guy?
Because you were fun.
Yeah. I'm not really seeing it.
Well, nevertheless, why don't we hit our first break? Because on the backside of that, we'll get to Shin to Chin with Lockport Joe. I did talk to him. He is ready to go. So let's first listen to a little Doug Stanhope again, a bit called Fuck Your God. And then also Finally, you broke me out of my rap string. You made me open my mind a little bit, and I'm going to play Alanis Morissette. Yeah.
The one who coddles her kid.
Yes, she may be a bad parent, but she's a fucking hell of a singer, and she covers Green Day's Basket Case. This is actually from Jimmy Kimmel Live. Fantastic.
You could probably argue that CD Dookie is one of the best CDs ever, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
press play. And then lose the remote.
Yes, and even the next one,
out.
the next one after that, where Basket Case, the one the Basket Case is off of.
I thought Basket Case was on Dookie, no?
No.
Are you sure?
Basket Case is on this next album, the second album, where the cover is the person's face with their eyes covered.
Honestly, I only bought Dookie. Like I wasn't a huge Green Day fan.
Yeah, no, Dookie was a great album, but that was their first breakout album. Then their second follow was where Basket Case is off of. But
gotcha.
Alanis Morissette will be covering it, and it's an awesome version of it here. So
my kid wouldn't be standing on the chair sucking my nipple. Fucking wacko. Search Alanis Morissette and then kid and look for the story about her coddling her kid. We played it before.
It's on our It's on
page. Pissing in your purse.
Yes.
Oh yes, it's also on the ITR Live. We don't advertise this page anymore.
Not anymore. So. But we will be back right here on Spreaker.com. Shin to Chin coming up in the rotation.
This break's brought to you by Ben Jordan.
Does anyone get upset that George Bush keeps quoting the Bible in all his fucking speeches? Does that get on anyone's last nerve? Does it ever occur to him that it's all those stupid fucking religions that start all this shit in the first place? National Day of Prayer? Fuck you. You think you're doing something? You're not. You just sit at home and cry jinx and keep your fingers crossed too. It does as much good. You want to pray? Pray all day. Pray on your own time. You want to help? Grab a shovel and start digging there, Pinwheel, because it looks like your God takes Tuesdays off. If that's what gets you through your day, sure, live it up. I don't think they should be able to teach religion until you're 18 years old. And you know, it'd be a whole different world, because if they weren't pushing that shit into your head while it was still soft, you'd never buy it. Not for a minute. If you walked into you'd never heard about the Bible, and none of your friends have ever heard about Christianity, and you just found the Bible in a used bookstore, oh, you'd jump right on that idea, wouldn't you? Oh, this sounds completely logical, yes. The cave and the ark, and oh, yeah. Hey, Donnie, I think I found the meaning of life here. No, you'd fucking chuck it in the wastebasket. You would. If it gets you through your day, go. I don't think you believe it in the first place. You know what? All these people, every tragedy, not just this one, all the time, they cry on the news and they go, oh, it was terrible and it was tragic, but he's in a better place now. He's with Jesus and we have to... Then why are you crying? If he's in the